A very good afternoon, honourable members. We proceed as it was in the morning, continuation of the debate on the SONA. May I have takers? I see the very people of, is it Mwanza West? Mwanza West, and then we go to the Osai Northwest. Thank you. So, Mwanza West, of the floor, madam.
Thank you so much, First Deputy Speaker, for recognizing the people of Mwanza West constituency and for giving us an opportunity to contribute on the SONA, which was ably presented by the State President on Friday, 9th February 2024. First Deputy Speaker, before I go further with my presentation, let me thank the speakership for your intelligent and wise, leadership in this house. And on behalf of the people of Mwanza West constituency, we pledge our unwavering support towards your work to make sure that this house is guided accordingly and in order. First Deputy Speaker, sir, let me also assure the people of Mwanza West constituency that as a representative whom they sent to Parliament, I will make sure that I'll be in the House to represent their needs, which they sent me to this House for. That is why, First Deputy Speaker, this afternoon, I rise on behalf of my people who sent me to Parliament to present them and contribute on the budget which was presented in, on the SONA which was presented in Parliament by the HE, but also to say the views of the people of Mwanza West constituency. First Deputy Speaker, sir, coming to the SONA, when the President was presenting on agriculture, he made mention of some districts that have been affected, that were affected by cyclone in the last growing season. I wish to report that Mwanza West was one of the areas which was also affected by cyclone last year, but also we did not have good rains, and therefore, as a result, people of Mwanza West constituency also need, support in terms of food. On that one, First Deputy Speaker, sir, let me be quick to thank government for the maize that has been distributed in my constituency. I know it may not be enough, but at least there are quite a good number of people that are receiving relief maize in my constituency. I therefore request that in the coming, in this season, First Deputy Speaker, we have also seen that there are some dry spells in my area, in Mwanza West constituency and Mwanza as a district. Therefore, we urge government that when it's doing its plans, it should not leave out Mwanza as a district, but also the people of Mwanza West constituency, where we believe that we are also going to experience food shortage this year. Coming to the issues of maize in Adimak, I wish to report, First Deputy Speaker, that yes, we have had quite a good number of times maize available in Adimak, but we need more. As I speak, we have only received about 150 bags yesterday. We need more so that at least the people of Senior Chief Govati in the Tambani area also access maize. But also, if the government would consider to supply maize at Chiwembu agricultural area, so that at least the people of Senior Chief Ntaje are also able to access maize closer to them. In terms of energy in the SONA, First Deputy Speaker, the head of state mentioned of MAREP 9, where he had said the issues that were there in MAREP 9 had been sorted out, and that soon we will see that implementation of MAREP 9 will be done. That's good news. May I request that, First Deputy Speaker, this is speeded up. We are looking at the time when MAREP 9 Phase 9 was launched and when sites were visited, and some, surveys were done, but up to now, we were worried that things were not moving. It's good news to hear that they have been sorted, and please speed up so that the people of Malowa Trading Center and the Gisambangombe Trading Center in the area of Senior Chief Govati, but also Kasuza in the area of Senior Chief Ntaje, are able to have electricity. That will help in their small-scale businesses like barber shops and the like, because now they'll have electricity to use. In terms of transport, First Deputy Speaker, it was good news to hear that the head of state also mentioned had also mentioned that they are considering the upgrading of Chitipa Ilomba Road. Now I'm speaking as a Malawian representing Malawians. That's good news for the people of Chitipa and Ilomba. And I believe where the honorable member responsible for the constituency is, will be happy to hear that the road...
The member from Chitipa North.
Yes, that has been mentioned a lot. Thank you, First Deputy Speaker, for your guidance. Is happy, and as a Malawian, I'm happy that at last the people of Ilomba, Chitipa Ilomba will have a good road, but also the upgrading of Rumpi Nyika Road, which the HE said will start soon. May I request that this is done so that at least when you look at the SONA, listening to his SONA and reading through, there are quite a good number of roads that he had mentioned that he will upgrade and construct across the country. That is really good because it's not like he's looking at one side, but all Malawians will benefit from all the regions, which is really good news. Having said that, the head of state also mentioned of extension of Chapananga Road. That's a road which is Chapananga Mwanza via Tambani Road, which the president said once it's done, it's going to be called the Sidikimia Highway. As the people of Mwanza West constituency, we are really happy because that road is in bad shape, and if it's upgraded and it's tarmacked, definitely it will ease transport between Mwanza and Chikwawa, but also from the people of Mwanza, Mwanza West constituency to Mwanza Boma. As it is, First Deputy Speaker, like I said, it's difficult to pass, especially in the rainy season. So this is good news to the people of Mwanza West constituency. My plea on behalf of the people of Mwanza West constituency is to ask the government to consider starting the road on both sides, not just the Chikwawa side, but they should also start with the Mwanza side and they meet in between. That will assist because we all from both districts who enjoy the benefits of having that tarmac road. And in his speech, the head of state also mentioned of rehabilitation of Maraka Bangula railway section, which is in progress. And according to him, he said once completed, it's going to accommodate trains from Beira. That's good news for Malawi. Let me appreciate that it's in progress, and we believe that it's not going to stop. It's going to finish soon, so that at least we ease transport between Beira and Malawi, which is good news for us. On creation of jobs in the SONA, First Deputy Speaker, the head of state mentioned of the government's intention to export labor to Israel, the 100,000 jobs. This is news to the youths of Malawi. You know, a lot of them are here. And I remember during campaign, they promised to create jobs. And I think this is one way of creating jobs for the youth in Malawi, which is good news. May I request that government speeds up the process of signing the government-to-government agreement with Israel, between Malawi government and Israel, so that at least we have proper, procedures, and that we know that when the youths go in Israel, their welfare is well taken care of, because we have a formal agreement between the two countries. First Deputy Speaker, I wouldn't say much on this, as the report will be presented in Parliament when time is right, from the delegation which went to Israel, which I was part of. On issues of local government, First Deputy Speaker.
Consider winding up.
Thank you. Let me appreciate the fact that the head of state mentioned of CDF, and let me thank him for increasing CDF when he assumed office from 30 million to 100 million. Honestly, First Deputy Speaker, this is very helpful in our constituencies. I just want to give you a highlight of some of the projects that I've done and completed in my constituency using CDF. First Deputy Speaker, in terms of classroom block construction, we have constructed classroom blocks and finished using CDF at Chete Primary, Nkanto, Manjenje, Tawale, Lipongwe, Milole, Chiwale, Chintalo, and the Malowa primary schools. We have also completed construction of Tambo CBCC and the Chale CBCC. We have also completed construction of concrete bridges at Nkanto, Ngaleke, Muima, Tuzi, Sembedzera, Masokosa, Gwedula, but also Chimulango Bridge and Kwete Bridge using CDF. First Deputy Speaker, we have also done staff houses at Tetula Primary School, Tambani Police, and Kalanga Police using CDF. In addition to that, we have also done administration block at Kalanga Police Unit, which wasn't there using CDF. On the same, First Deputy Speaker, we have actually done 3 health posts. That's Chimbwinda health post, which wasn't there. We have done Kaira health post, which wasn't there. And part of Kalanga health post has been done using CDF. So, for the people of Mwanza West constituency, we are grateful that CDF was increased from 30 to 100 million. It shows that the President cares for the people of the rural areas. My request on behalf of the people of Mwanza West constituency is that the President should consider increasing CDF, because with 100 million, if we are able to do this, including the bursaries, the loans that are giving to youth and women, if it goes up from 100 to something else higher, definitely we'll see that Malawi will develop, because this money will be used right there in the villages for the local people. First Deputy Speaker, sir, with these few remarks, on behalf of the people of Mwanza West constituency, like I've said, I thank them for giving me the opportunity to represent them. I'll never go out of this house without representing the people, and I'll not boycott Parliament, because they sent me to Parliament to work, to bring them development, and not to cry for positions. With those few remarks, First Deputy Speaker, I submit and I support the SONA. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the people of Mwanza West. Thank you so much. We now go to Salima Northwest, and then we go to the very people of Nshisi South. In that order, please.
Greetings from Salima Northwest constituency, First Deputy Speaker. A couple of days I was with senior group village headman Kawangira, who said extend the greetings to the speakership, and this includes you. And as we were chatting, he said, you see what? Tell the speaker that this year's AIP schedules were good and timely.
I'm told the chief gave you a package of fish, but we're not receiving it. Where is it?
It's being frozen, and I'll take care of you, sir. And then he said, Honorable Member of Parliament, remember what happened some time back in the book of Nehemiah. Nehemiah being a son of Hakaliah. As he was seated in the citadel of Susan, he made an inquiry of how his brothers and sisters were faring in Babylon. And 2 people came and informed him and said, sir, the Babylon is on fire, and the walls are broken down. So Nehemiah did 2 important things. One, Nehemiah wept to show that he was concerned. He wept seriously, and he never kept quiet. He did something and started correcting and rebuilding Jerusalem. Amen. And he said, could you please encourage HE, His Excellency the President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera. What they are seeing happening in this country is as good as what Nehemiah did. He has not kept quiet. He is doing something. There have been administrations that never cared. And even at a time that Malawians needed such leaders, they never cared. Similarly, the way Nehemiah did, our president is doing that. That is why, First Deputy Speaker, today, on behalf of people of Salima Northwest constituency, I stand here to agree with them, to agree with the general populace and the international development partners that this SONA is the best SONA. It is the best SONA for, among other things, the following reasons. It has started by telling us what the administration has done, is doing, and intends to do with the resources that are appropriated in this house. That is very important, because then it is being very transparent. And we want to say thank you so much, His Excellency the President, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, for being very transparent with the resources that Malawians give to the administration to manage. Despite that, the country is going through several turbulences and challenges, but we are on course and we are getting serious to get it well done. The projects that have been alluded and talked about, we are so happy as a constituency. Lilongwe is transforming. Blantyre, as I'm talking to you, in the city, there are 7 roads in the city that are being constructed. 3 of them have already been commissioned and opened to the public. A thing which was not taken care of by the previous administration. If you go to Nzuzu, you see some projects taking place. In my own constituency, First Deputy Speaker, if you go to Senior Chief Makanjira, we have got 2 fish landing sites under construction. And these 2 fish landing sites are under the Ministry of Natural Resources, whose minister is here. And we want to say thank you so much. Because then there will be value addition. We will not be losing the fish that we are getting from the lake, because we have proper preservation facilities there. They are putting up very good sanitary facilities that never existed there. That's why year in, year out, we had problems with waterborne diseases, and we want to say thank you so much. One other thing as a constituency we have also picked from the SONA. It gives us very progressive various reforms. One such that we are pleased with as a constituency is the decision that the Chakwera administration has made to migrate some of its own parastatal accounts to the central bank. We are so surprised, in fact, as what really happened, because government was borrowing its own money. Yet there is a government central bank that should have been taking care of this, and this is very good. We're not surprised, because now the Honorable Chakwera's administration said we are going to prosper together and make sure that we end corruption. Whatever reasons that the previous government did to keep those.
Honorable Member, His Excellency's administration.
His Excellency's administration, right, First Deputy Speaker. And that's why we are so happy with that decision. And we are going to stand in support of His Excellency the President, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, for that decision. We're not surprised. That's why in the past, the banks had no interest to support other players, because they knew government was going to go there and with huge interest and borrow its own money. That decision we are happy with. Another thing is the establishment of MDC Holding Limited, which is a very huge milestone, which we can't understand why the previous administration killed that MDC. It is a milestone because it's going to be a conduit that is going to catalyze several other developments in this country. The establishment of the mining company is another milestone that, as a constituency, we are happy with. We have got our own natural resources, which have for so long been abused. We are happy that this government says no to that abuse. This time around, we are so hopeful that we are going to generate our own resources. These resources are the ones that are going to meet our ambitions. For example, in my constituency, we want a tarmac road from Kanyenyeva passing through Chitara all the way to Kaniche. This can only be achieved if we start generating our own resources, even through the mining sector. We would like to see a tarmac from Kombeza Training Center going to Nema, even connecting to where these fish landing sites are, so that there is quick movements of whatever we produce from that area. This is very good, and it shows the seriousness of this government. This mining company is going to do exactly that. We would like to see a tarmac from Siasia Trading Center cutting through Matenje, Kalembo, connecting even to Mvera, because that is a shortcut, But how can we do this? If only we start generating our own resources. And we want to say thank you so much, government, for this initiative. We want to generate our own resources for another reason, First Deputy Speaker, that I would like to pronounce in this honorable House. There is a commitment on transport, but this commitment would come in if only we put all these resources together. The construction of the Makanjira-Mangochi Road or Mangochi-Makanjira Road is a very good commitment. You may wish to know, First Deputy Speaker, that as we are talking, people from the other side of Makanjira, that is Mangochi, not the side of Makanjira in Salima, many of them are accessing health care services, trying to use the shortcut using the lake services, Panyanja Baja, just from this side coming to Salima District Hospital, because this road is being ignored for so many years by the previous administration. But unfortunately, as they are coming to Salima, many women are delivering on the way. Many women are losing their uteruses because of the ruptures and so forth, which is very unfortunate. But this development, we want to say thank you so much and may God bless His Excellency Dr. Lazarus Chakwera for this initiative. People of Mangochi, especially in Makanjira, are going to enjoy the comfort of accessing health care services to Mangochi District Hospital in time. First Deputy Speaker, we also want to thank the administration of His Excellency the President for the initiative that he is putting together to end hunger in this country, especially talking about the mega farms, especially talking about the irrigation schemes that are being constructed across the country. You may wish to know, we've noted as a constituency, and we are happy with that, that now the President is creating several food baskets. In Zomba alone, as we are talking, First Deputy Speaker, we have got 2 irrigation schemes that are running, and these are Matoponi irrigation scheme and Muloloka irrigation scheme. In Palombe, we have got Wowo irrigation scheme. In Nkatabe, we have got Nzenga irrigation scheme. In Chitipa, we've got Mafinga Hills irrigation scheme. And we thank God that we thank the President that he has also considered the construction of multi-purpose in Horongo Dam in Doha. This is the way to go. Definitely, this country is going to be food secured. And there are many other schemes initiated by the Green Belt Authority because of this current government. Our only plea, First Deputy Speaker, is that as we are going forward, as government is putting together all these plans, deliberately, if we can put at least a scheme for each constituency, that would add into what is happening here through those mega constructions. At least even if it means a 100 hectare scheme, it's going to take us a long way and will be developing as we go forward. CDF, we can't thank the President more. This is so amazing and we are happy and want to pronounce ourselves and say thank you to His Excellency for the progressive revision upwards of the CDF. To us, it has helped. We have managed to construct Chifungo Bridge in Senior Chief Makanjira, which is connecting Kalembo and Kasache. We have managed to construct Chipodo Bridge at Levi. We have managed to construct Kaninga Bridge in Chitara. We have managed to construct, now it's being constructed, Kote Bridge, which is connecting to a new school that we've been given, the new secondary school under seed at Kote. We had lots of challenges there. We have also managed to rehabilitate
on seed winding up
Kalembo Primary School, Nchenga Primary School, Chilanga Primary School, and do some additional school blocks using CDF. As I wind up, First Deputy Speaker, I want to thank the Chakwera, His Excellency the President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera administration for JSEED. JSEED is doing wonders. And we want to encourage even the Ministry of Local Government to explore more. We have got Nema Health Center in Senior Chief Makanjira that has been constructed using JSEED. Our only prayer is, can this health center be expedited and be open? The Minister came and made a commitment. We are happy, and I know he's going to make a follow-up that this health center gets opened. And also the partnership that is developing, and that partners now, development partners have got confidence in this government. They constructed the Kombeza Maternity Wing Theatre. Unfortunately, it's not open, but we are hopeful that it's going to be open, and we want to press upon government that they should come and open that facility. On the AIP, First Deputy Speaker, I would like to ask the Minister of Agriculture, please, anthu aberedwapo fertilizer from the IDs. Can this be investigated? I've been given this as a request to be presented here. When they are going to a market, they are not finding the fertilizer in the IDs. There is something wrong. Probably they must talk with the smallholder and the other outlets. There is something wrong that needs to be attended, but it is being done nicely, despite this latest development.
Those few remarks.
With these few remarks, I want to thank government for committing itself that they are going to electrify Matumba, Kapirintiwa, Nsaza, and all other areas that never had electricity. Therefore, I stand here on behalf of Salima Northwest constituency in support of the SONA. Thank you, First Deputy Speaker.
Thank you so much, the people of Salima Northwest. We now go to the people of Nshisi South. Nshisi South, 10 minutes, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. Let me thank you for having recognized the people of Nshisi South to say something on the SONA. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, through you, let me thank the President of this country, His Excellency, Dr. Lazarus Makafe Chakwera, for a perfect SONA, which actually has passed the test of times, entitled Taking Stock and Advantage of Our Progress in Achieving Economic Recovery and Resilience. This SONA, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, has been termed by many as the best. And indeed, it is the best. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, I am actually known on the platforms out there with some Chichewa, Miambis and the like. I enjoy saying that, I enjoy doing that. And somebody recently told me or asked me if I know any in English, proverbs and the like. I told him, yes, I also do proverbs in English. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, I'll start today with this proverb, which says, God has a reason for allowing things to happen. We may never understand His wisdom, but we simply have to trust His will. The other one is, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, this is directly aligned to the President, who has time and again said that we should be servants of the people in terms of leadership. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, they say the best feeling of happiness is when you are happy because you have made somebody else happy. May I be allowed to repeat, because I know at the end of the day, at the end of my speech, you give me some minutes because of repeating this, because I know you are happy, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, with this one. Let me repeat. The best feeling of happiness is when you are happy because you have made somebody else happy. Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, I am aligning this last proverb to the way the President would want things to happen in Malawi. He does not want to make himself happy, but he wants to make people happy. He is happy when he has made people happy. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, going to my actually tentative comments, I will actually start with the agriculture sector, because I know agriculture is at the heart of the economy of this country. We can easily grow our economy to highest levels if we concentrate more on agriculture. I attended one of the meetings, one of the functions where the President was actually giving money to people in the Lower Shire, money from agriculture, where these people have formed a cooperative and they've actually been given about 5.2 billion. The President said, and I quote, "We call our economy to be agro-based, but when we go into the fields, we forget that, and we are not serious about agriculture. What he meant was, as a country, we have to do more in agriculture. So this is why I will start my comments on agriculture. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, we have mega farms that are there. And when people maybe hear us talking about mega farms, some may think that these are just rhetoric, but really mega farms are there. I am one of the people who has gone full throttle into farming, that is taking advice from the president that we should produce more. So there are a lot of mega farms, and one of them is mine. And the other one is yours, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. I know that. On mega farms, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, as a country, people should not think that this was not there. During the MCP rule between 1964 up to 1994, we had big farms. I've said this in the past, and I'm going to say it again now, so that Malawians should be reminded that when you are actually revisiting or redoing something, it is something that actually becomes a bit more difficult because it's something that was already there. We had the press agriculture, we had Chamwavi farms, Geno farming, and these farms were not only in Gasungu as people may make us think, they were all over. We had a lot of press agriculture farms in Machinga, Mangochi, Mzimba, and what have you. And these actually used to produce for this country. We had the mega farms by organizations under government like Malawi Young Pioneers. These also were producing for the country and indeed exporting for this country. And issues of forex, we rarely had them when we were growing up. But now if you go into the villages, you hear a villager talking about forex. Things that maybe we are not aware of. Why? Because things were intact. And this government has an aim of bringing back those things. This is why now we are talking about mega farms. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, if we produce more, definitely most of the problems that we are facing as a country will actually be history. On the same agriculture, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, let me talk about ADMAG. I am happy that I've seen that there are tremendous improvements in ADMAG. The restructuring that the President mentioned is actually turning to be real. If ADMAG is restructured and it's everywhere, and actually we turn the clock to have an ADMAG which was there some 30 years ago, definitely that would be the way to go. ADMAG in the past used to buy produce from farmers and at the same time sell things like fertilizers, seed to the farmers. So it was like if you sell your groundnuts, the next clerk will be the one selling you inputs like fertilizers and indeed seed. So if we can take that route, then definitely issues that are there to do with AIP and so on and so forth will not be there. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, the previous government, that is the MCP government, used to encourage people to own farming through farmers clubs instead of AIP or subsidies. What farmers clubs used to do, how farmers clubs used to work was that if, for example, 10 people have formed a farmers club, they were actually like a surety to each other. And returning or paying back money was very easy. I do feel if in the near future we can take the same direction, then so much the better. AIB, we've had challenges, but I am happy to say that in Nchisi South, on the NPK, we are almost 100%, but on urea, we are somewhere around 78, 80%. So we still need some urea. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, let me also comment on the transport. On transport and public works, I am happy that the SONA included issues to do with upgrading of the railway system. Upgrading of the railway system, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, is very, very important for this country. We were slowed down between 1994 and 2020. We were slowed down because railway transport was abandoned. But I'm happy to hear from the SONA that this will actually be revived. Railway is cheaper, very cheap than roads. And that also will save our roads. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, most of our roads are in very solid state because all heavy goods are forced to pass through the roads. We cannot have roads for many years if everything is passing on the road. The railway helps to save the roads. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, let me also mention on the same roads that the people of Nchisi, that is from Nchisi North, Nchisi South, Nchisi Northeast, and Nchisi South, we are happy with actually the works that have begun on the Nchisi Malomo Road, Zarega. But at the same time, we want to implore or request our very able ministers, our very listening government that the works are not progressing very well because maybe the contractors are looking for some more funds. But we know after the rains, things will progress. But we are very happy that this road actually has started. The works have started. This road is very important to Nchisi because it will open up the district. Nchisi, maybe I can say, is the only district that has not been opened up to other districts like those which are along the lake shore. Doha has been opened up, but in Nchisi, the tarmac roads end within Nchisi. That is at Nchisi Boma. So when the district is not opened up, it is very difficult for our people to do business effectively. And oftentimes, our people do sell their produce at very, very cheap prices because of the poor roads. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, I will actually not have done my job very well if, for example, I do not comment on Constituency Development Fund. Everybody who has stood up in this August House has said something very positive about Constituency Development Fund. And Nchisi South is actually following suit. In Nchisi South, we have managed to do a lot of projects within the constituency using Constituency Development Fund. We have constructed a very, very beautiful school block at the Maganda Primary School, which when you see it, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, you will think maybe it's something that has been funded by donors and so on, but it's from CDF. We have constructed bridges across many rivers, Chimwara Bridge. We have constructed the Shiriwa Bridge. We have constructed the Manduona Bridge. We have constructed lots of bridges using Constituency Development Fund. And we have also constructed and thatched teachers' houses. Teachers' houses at Mkuzi Primary School, Madzimaira Primary School. We have also constructed a school block at Kanyenda Primary School. Another school, primary school, teacher house at Mshangano Primary School. So we have done a lot of developments using Constituency Development Fund. And this is why Nchisi South will also join the bandwagon of those who have spoken before to say, we know when we speak in here, our president listens. And when he listens, he actually acts on our issues.
Those few remarks.
And I do feel that CDF will be increased. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, you can surely not cut me before I request for the increase in CDF. And I know you are with me when we talk of an increase in CDF. When we talk of increase in CDF, people should not misquote us that we're not appreciating. We are actually appreciating what the president has already done. But you know, CDF is reaching out to the rural people, and the rural people are those who are at the heart of the president. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, in my first proverb I said, God has reasons to put people in positions. He has reasons for everything. And God had reasons to say during this very difficult period, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera should be the president. We faced COVID with him, cholera, floods. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, if it were any other leader other than Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, this country would have swallowed us alive. Akadati meza wa moyo, akadakhala kuti ndiwena amene alowa muno nkuzakana osakhala nafe simply because of struggles between them on the leadership of the House. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, before I sit down, let me congratulate my brother, my young brother, Mulanje Centro, Honorable Nankumwa, for the good, who is leader of the opposition, for the very good response to the SONA. You criticized where it was supposed to be done so, and of course, you said positives where it was supposed to be, giving a credit where it was due. My young brother here, the leader of opposition, we started politics together. We were in this house together in 2009, though I was a bit senior in that, during that time. I was in NGC, you were not in NGC. But all the same leader of opposition, we pray for you, thank you for that, and this is the way to go. We only have one Malawi. Nobody from either opposition or government has got another Malawi. We only have one Malawi. So my brother, thank you very much. And I know when actually I was a senior, during that time you learned a lot from me. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, having said that, GC South supports the SONA. Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you so much, the people of Winchester South. But you didn't finish. Who is senior now? We now go to the people of Mchinji North. Kwamkanda. Chimamkango. Chankungu. 10 minutes, please.
Thank you, Second Deputy Speaker, for according the people of Mchinji North an opportunity to speak in this honorable House. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to comment or to give my comment on the state of the national address, represented in this House by my president, the President of Malawi, His Excellency, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, on 24th, 25th budget meeting here in Parliament. Mr. Speaker, sir, before I go any further, I would like to start by commenting on some of the major issues that our President articulated in his SONA. First and foremost, let me speak about agriculture. Mr. Speaker, sir, in regards to the issue of agriculture, I'll talk about the AIP. AIP is one of the most important things that is happening in Malawi. It is affecting a lot of people in Malawi. And Mchinji North hasn't been spared. We are one of the beneficiaries of the AIP product. But, Mr. Speaker, sir, even if it is like that, we have experienced that NPK was already being distributed nicely and people received it all. But now it was the issue of fertilizer, the issue of urea, which we still have some beneficiaries which haven't yet received it. Let me commend the Minister of Agriculture under the leadership of our President that they are doing indeed a good job. Regardless of the problems that we are facing as a country, but we have seen that our President and the Minister of Agriculture, they have managed to distribute or give out this subsidy fertilizer or the AIP to the farmers in Malawi. Our first Deputy Speaker, I would also like to comment on the issues of the mega farms. This is one of the baby of our President, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera. After the previous government disbanded that there should not be mega farms in Malawi, you have already spoken of the Chimankango issue, of the Chimankango farm in my constituency, Estate 55, Estate 54, Mama Katsamira's estate, Kawerawera estate, even the one that is Gada estate owned by Gonda Chagwamba, Leke Banda. Those were the big estates in my constituency. In Malawi, we did not have hunger. But look, immediately after our president, Hastings Kamsbanda, left Malawi, everything got tattered because of the president.
Honorable Member Mchinji North, His Excellency Ngwazi. Don't forget the Ngwazi. Very, very important.
Yes, thank you. Second Deputy Speaker. Immediately, when our Ngwazi, His Excellency, Dr. H. Kamusbanda, left Malawi, oh, may his soul rest in peace, farms has been disbanded. We have seen governments coming in and going out, not even putting their interest in farming. But today, what are we seeing? We are seeing our president, the new Ngwazi of today, His Excellency, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera. Machine, he is coming in and now he's coming in and bringing in those innovations and saying, no, we want the new Chimankango, we want the new Kawerawera, we want the new Gada estate, we want the mega farms back in Malawi. This is what we want as Malawians. We do not want a Malawi that is full of hunger. We want a Malawi free of hunger. And here we are today. Most of the MPs testifying to the good news that our president has instilled in us, the hope that the president has instilled in us, that we have to go flat out and have big farms, mega farms. Honorable Shirabondo and Chisi North, he's saying no, Chisi South, he's saying no, I'm one of them, that I'm emulating what our president has said. Not only him, even you, Honorable Speaker, he has also said that you are also on the same track like what our president has said. Honorable Speaker, this is the right way to go. We do not want...
Even Mulekanjala here.
There's
SCG over there.
They are a lot. They are a lot.
I'm told even Bambaga Skono.
Thank you, Honorable Second Deputy Speaker. There are a lot of... the president of UDF as well is also on the track. He's also having a mega...
Honorable Lilian Patel over there. And the Nyamazuguzukul as well. The gender minister over there. Everybody here.
So, Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, in short, a lot of members of parliament, even ministers, you speakers, we are on it. We want to have a Malawi tomorrow that is free from hunger. And it's indeed true. Next year, God willing, by His mercy, we are going to have a Malawi free from hunger. Hunger will be talk of the past because we have a lot of maize, a lot of whatever, produce, farm produce in Malawi. And now, the doubting Thomases, who have nothing to say. Because people there in the rural areas who have bumper yields, who have a lot of maize to eat and to feed a lot of whatsoever they were going to feed. Even you know, when you have no food, most of the things they get served, even the dogs. So that's what we want, and that's what we are doing. So on the same, first Deputy Speaker, I want to comment on the issue, I want to comment on what other NGOs are doing. There are other organizations, NGOs, that they are giving out grants to our farmers in the rural areas. For example, in my constituency, there is one group called Nkunguyembe Cooperatives. They have received a grant of about 69 million kwacha, which they are going to buy a tractor, which they will use to cultivate in their farms. That's the way to go. That's what we want. And it's not only that. There's also another one in Honorable Agnes Nkusa's constituency. They have also received 100 and something million. This is trade. That shows that even this organization, they're coming in to make sure that what our president wants is being realized. May I ask, may I request people in Malawi, let's work together. Let's hold our hands and make sure that tomorrow we don't have hunger in Malawi. We want to have bumper yields, and we want even to have this farm produce being sold outside the country, and thereby bringing more forex in Malawi. On the same, on that one, I would also like to talk about education. On education, First Deputy Speaker, I would like to commend our president for bringing or building secondary schools in my constituency. Not only in my constituency, but in different constituencies. We have seen a lot of secondary schools being built in constituencies. But here we are today, a lot of people saying, no, Chakwera didn't do this, Chakwera did not deliver. What? Chakwera has delivered. Me, I am a testimony to that. I know my president is delivering. He's doing the great job to Malawians. Because in my constituency, he has constructed secondary school. At Fanwene, there's a secondary school being built. At Kabunula, there's a secondary school being built. At Gumba, there's a secondary school being built. What else do we want in education? That's it. We talk of primary schools. There are a lot of primary schools. He has said here that he is building a lot of secondary schools, not only in Nchinji, but the whole Malawi. We have seen people coming in, government coming in, going out, but building these schools in one corner and leaving the other corner not being attended to. But look, here we are, our president is looking the whole Malawi. He's building secondary schools, he's building primary schools, even girls' hostels in all over Malawi. On top of that, the money that he has raised for CDF, as already testified by my brother, Honorable Sherabon, said, oh, I have built a secondary school. I mean a classroom blocks using the same money of CDF. That's how we want to, that's how we are doing it. President raising CDF, it means us, empowering us, members of parliament, to build a lot of good things for our people in our constituencies. Second Deputy Speaker, I would also like to commend the president by building a computer lab in my constituency. There is a project that has just come in my constituency, that's a computer lab being built by Makla. That's a way to go. It means the people now in my constituency, they are going to be ICT literate. So that's another way to go. It means now, even in the rural areas, people will be able to access internet. In the rural areas, people will be able to Google a lot of things and know exactly what is happening in Malawi. That's how we want it to be done. First, Deputy Speaker, on the same note, I would also like to ask the government to make sure that there are allocation funds for girls' hostels. as I am a lady member of parliament, I am now aging. I would like to see more of the girls coming in this chamber again to be members of parliament, like me, from my constituency. So we would like to save our girls from these evil men that they always want to impregnate our girls. The evil people that they always want to impregnate.
Honorable member.
Let me add.
Honorable member, the evil people outside there, not here.
No, they are not here. They are outside. Those evil people outside there, that they always want to impregnate our girls and made our girls leave their schools. So as a deputy chair of Parliamentary Women Caucus, it is we took advocate for this to make sure that our girls are safe. And by the way, I am asking this House, through the Minister of Gender, to make sure that they have a budget specifically to build girls' hostels in our respective constituency. I would like to see my girls from Tie Nkanda, Tie Kapunula, Tie Matuamba, Tie Kawele, to be well educated and be safe and be ministers and be PSs and be a member of parliament like I am today. In the issue of electricity, Honorable Speaker, I would like to commend again the government through the Minister of Energy for the wonderful job that they're doing in our various constituencies, including my constituency in Chinji North, that most of the trading centers have been earmarked for rural electrification. Some has been already electrified. I say bravo to the Minister of Energy, Honorable Ibrahim Matola. Keep it up, and I know that our this big thing, is it generators or what?
Transformers.
The transformers that they are installing now, they are the ones that are now good ones, unlike the one that has been installed before. Because we have seen a lot of these transformers being burst out just maybe 2 days after being installed. So this time we want to advise the Minister of Energy to make sure that whatever they are procuring, they are strong enough, and that once they put it, they're going to last for some time. And I know that my constituency, like Kawere and Kaikwezanga, Mpazi, will be installed with new transformers. All in all, Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, I would like to thank you and to thank my president and to wish him a good life, because he is the only one that I am very sure about, that he is there at plot number 1 to see to us here that Malawi is moving into a right direction, and to make sure that the government pace is being taken care of, and make sure that it goes and reached to the intended purpose. Even the people wants to draw him back, but I believe that there is God who is going to protect him and make him move to the high heights. With these few remarks, I second the SONA. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The people of Mchinji North. Point of order, I see leader of UDF, and then go to Mchinji South.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My standing is not necessarily standing as the leader of UDF, but I'm standing as a member of parliament for Zomba-Ntonya, who is here to represent the people of Zomba-Ntonya. And I would want to comment on the SONA. As the people of Zomba-Ntonya now.
Okay. Honourable member, resume your seat. I'll give guidance on that one. I'll give guidance on that one. Point of order, Mchinji South.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir. Can I?
Yes, Jesus.
Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. I'm drawing you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, in our standing orders to Standing Order 105-4. Standing Order 105-4. Standing Order 105-4, it's on page 82.
Sit.
Can I proceed? Mr. First Deputy Speaker, Standing Order 105-4 states that, and with your indulgence, let me read. A member who is subject to a direction to leave the chamber shall be excluded from the chamber and precinct of the assembly, and shall, during the period of such withdrawal or suspension, forfeit the right of access thereto. My catchword, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, is precinct, which in other words means assembly premises. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, I am speaking as leader of backbenchers from government side. We are saddened as MPs that we have been forced to be using the gate which is not supposed to be for us, simply because the members of parliament who were sent out using Standing Order 105 have decided to come at the gate, and they have blocked the way into this National Assembly. To me, I feel this is not in order. And Mr. First Deputy Speaker, we are setting a very bad precedent. And the law should not be applied selectively. What they are doing there shows that they do not respect your table, your chair there. They do not respect the speakership, because the standing orders clearly show that, say that they should not be seen within the premises of the National Assembly. But they've decided to come there, they've decided to block the entrance. Let me actually tell you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, that if nothing happens in terms of clearing the way for us, tomorrow we would want to use that gate. They are fellow members of parliament. They cannot actually intimidate us. But what they are doing by blocking the road, the gates, to some of us feel, number one, they would want to intimidate the speakership, that is the you, First Deputy Speaker, and the entire speakership, intimidating you. Secondly, they would want to show how arrogant they are. I don't think they are gaining anything or any political mileage by sitting outside the gates. So we feel they are intimidating the chairmanship. They are intimidating the speakership. And they are disobeying everything. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, this is more reason why Malawians actually put it out of the government.
Member,
do you think we can have
you've made a point
to be saying they would want to come back into government?
Member, you've made a point.
The answer from me is no. I submit, Mr. First Deputy Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Honourable Member. Indeed, the matter that you have raised is under Standing Order 194, Contempt of Parliament. It shall be in contempt of Parliament any act of omission which A114A obstructs or impedes the House or its committee in the performance of the functions, including failure to appear before a committee, and goes down. So the issue raised is you're very right, and communication will be made. No. But be reminded that the speakership cannot be intimidated. That has to be emphasized. The speakership of Right Honorable Mama Catherine Godani-Hara cannot be intimidated. That has been made clearly, and that has be recorded by everyone. The speakership and Right Honorable Catherine Godani-Hara cannot be intimidated. Thank you. Is it Mangochi North? Yes.
Right.
I see Leader of the House standing.
I'm rising, first of the Speaker, not to derail the point and also to agree with what you have said, and therefore I'm not trying to reflect on you because I'm in agreement. But as the Leader of the House, unless otherwise guided, the entrance into Parliament is one, and therefore we cannot allow people to block Parliament. And for that reason, I would stand here on record, because I can do that silently writing you, but I have to put it on record that I rose in the House to ask you to clear the gate. I beg. Thank you.
Other members, indeed, that has been noted, and the speakership will take action. The gates will be cleared. Mangochi North.
Thank you.
Oh, Zomba Chisi, why are you standing?
Yeah, thank you very much, Right Honorable First Deputy Speaker. You have made a commitment as you're responding to a point that was made by the Honorable Leader of the House. But perhaps this House would be interested to know the timelines with which that action will be taken. Because, Right Honorable Speaker, we're in Parliament, and we are being safeguarded by all relevant provisions of the law, the Constitution, and the standing orders, and therefore Parliament cannot be held under hostage under any circumstances. And therefore, I'd like to know the timelines with which that action is going to be taken. Thank you.
Indeed, honourable members, I say that that's been noted. What we've done is we've communicated to the Office of the Clerk of Parliament for proper direction from the Speaker's office. But the Speaker is in the office, so that I see Homeland standing.
Mr. First Deputy Speaker, I stand before you here for your instructions. Thank you.
The honour members, listen, directive or direction will come from the Speaker's office. Okay, so it's noted, and the office of the Speaker is working on that one. But don't panic, don't stress. No, we can't stop. We can't stop business. We can't. No, we can't stop business. We can't. At any cost, we can't stop business. We are using taxpayers' money. Mangoch North, proceed.
Thank you, Mr.
Honour members, don't settle on small matters. Please. No, Salima. I know you, my able brother. Let's debate. Let's continue the sauna here. We are here for serious business. Let's not settle on trivial matters. No. Mangoch North, please.
Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker.
Commissioner Mhandi.
Yes. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I think you are setting a bad precedence. We cannot keep on waiting until when the speakership will meet, while we want that action.
We are not saying now. Meeting, honour member. Get me right. I said, we've noted, we've communicated to the Clerk of Parliament, the Speaker will give us direction. That's what I said. Leader.
May you allow me to come back on the matter? Because what is happening now is not only members of Parliament, but party supporters gathering at the gate. And this is not fair. And maybe I may ask that the House do adjourn, be suspended, so that you get clarity from the Speaker. I beg to move.
Honorable Leader of the House, suspension for how long?
Up to 15:30, or up until you guide us with the bell. When you are coming, just ring the bell when the clearance has been done. Thank you.
Honorable members, for that reason, we do suspend proceedings to handle the issue at the gate. So I therefore rule that the House gets suspended.